the glue, water-soluble glue that's in the surface, start to release the decal on top, and then I slide the decal off. It's using water as a medium to float the decal and let it slide off the backing paper. And then because it's floating on water, I can move it around and put it wherever I want it to be. It doesn't have to be exact. It gives you time to mess around with it. So that's completely in the wrong place right now, but I'll just fix that. And I'll do it remote surgery style. So I'm looking at OBS now, not at the thing, which is a little bit awkward, but if I need to add a little bit more water because it starts to get too dry, starts to get stuck, I can do that. For right now, try to use what's there. Yeah, this one's kind of getting stuck to the surface because it's a very matte surface, but it's almost getting there. Kind of shimming it. These prefer to be pushed rather than pulled. Because if you pull, you're putting pressure, normal force down from above. So you see the edge is lifted a little bit. That's fine. Because I'm going to come back and smooth that out after it's settled in place. But I like that position. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So I will let that dry. And then I'll come back and smooth out the edges. Some standard process is to smooth it now, but this will just reduce stress. It just makes it a lot easier. So I'll go back like that larger one. Yeah, sorry, I'm staying farther away just generally because it makes it more convenient for me to show the whole process. What I'm doing right here is I just put a little bit of solvent with a little bit of glue built into it on top of this decal that I attached a few minutes ago. And I'm just smoothing out the edges of it, make sure that it's completely flat. The reason that I don't do that typically with these when the adhesive is still wet is I don't want to have to deal with accidentally getting it caught and then pulling it too far and then have to reset it, and it's a back and forth battle. So this way, get it where I want it, let it go, let it settle itself. Then I come back and just seal it down. Do the same thing with these two that I did here on stream earlier today. Same thing for the other side as well. Just make sure the edges are nice and sealed down. I was feeling a lot of tugging on that one, so I'm rolling, making sure I don't tear them. Same thing on the other side. Helps to flatten it out. Saw a little bit of air in that one. Could try that again because it looks like it's a little bit loose at this end. Do this gently. Okay, that's good. And same thing. The thing that I'm using to seal them is a setter. It's called setter or setting fluid maybe. It's something that can be used during the initial application as well. It's part solvent, so it actually softens the decal itself. The backing, it softens it. And it also has a little bit of adhesive in it. And then to really get these permanent, typically what people do is top coat the whole model afterwards. But I've already done a top coat. I did like a pre-coat to get the matte finish on here that I want after doing the panel lining. So the process that I use is significantly faster than usual, but it's unusual.